Today I'd like to discuss an old, outdated trend we still see in many homes: popcorn ceilings. A few of the problems with popcorn ceilings are that they aren't real attractive and they devalue your home. This design detail was very popular starting around 1945, but has fallen out of style and can make your ceilings feel low and your home outdated. Another problem is that popcorn ceilings installed before 1990 have a chance of containing asbestos, which is a serious health concern. Although the materials were banned starting in 1973, many contractors continued to use them into the 1990s using leftover stockpiled materials. Many customers want to know up front how much it costs to remove and paint popcorn ceilings. Although pricing these projects has many factors to consider, I'll address some general parameters of pricing after I describe the overall process. Taking proper measures in planning the removal of these materials and the project of installing a new ceiling finish are very important, and we get lots of questions about how to approach this. If your home was built prior to 1990, the first step is to contact a local remediation company to assess whether asbestos is present. I'll link to a contact for testing in the description of this video. If it does test positive, you will need to contract with a licensed remediator to remove the contaminated ceiling. If your home was built before 1990, we require and recommend a negative asbestos test before we begin the process of installing a new ceiling. If your home was built after 1990 or you have received a negative asbestos test, let's talk about how to remove the popcorn ceiling. First, let's be clear that this is not just a painting project. You have to look at this as a construction project. The big difference here is the mess that is going to be created during the demo phase. Although we work hard to mitigate the mess by using protective barriers and vacuums, this is just an extremely dusty process. We recommend a thorough post-construction cleaning after the project is complete, and we can help to set that up if needed. There will also be a lot of wet, sticky residue left after the demo and will have to be disposed of. We will handle this for you so you don't have to worry about the disposal of non-contaminated materials. With the understanding in place of what a mess this will create, let's now talk about how to remove popcorn ceilings. The area should be cleared of furniture and belongings. You should cover all surfaces, including the surrounding walls and doorways. Once that is done, you should spray the ceiling with water to minimize dust and do what we call wet scrape, and we'll do that to the old material and take that back to the bare drywall. Next, you need to patch any dents or divots caused by the scraping process. Sometimes the popcorn ceiling was installed over poorly finished drywall. Popcorn ceilings hide a lot of poor drywall work, but smooth finishes will not. Floating the ceiling with drywall mud and sanding to a smooth finish must be done by a skilled drywall professional. Once the drywall is floated correctly, you'll need to choose what texture you want on the ceiling. There are many different textures to choose from light orange peel to heavy knockdown, but we do not recommend a smooth finish for a renovation. This is because the drywall wasn't originally hung with this finish in mind. In the event you want a smooth finish, it may be easiest to cut and replace the drywall versus removing the popcorn. Medium textures are generally chosen for these types of projects since they hide a lot of imperfections. Once the texture has been applied and has been given a chance to dry, we're ready to prime and then paint the ceiling. This is the time for you to make a choice on paint color and sheen. I'll devote a whole video to choosing color and sheen, but a quick tip here is to use a flat sheen and light color. Once again, we want to hide imperfections in the original construction of drywall. Since our website and a prior video I recorded already addressed the cost of painting, I'll just cover the cost of removal here. Although I price every job as a custom project, you can plan to budget somewhere in the range of $7.50 per square foot for this type of work. This includes labor, prep work, priming, and painting. If you want to have your project priced, just click the link in the description to schedule a free on-site estimate, and one of our trained personnel can help you with exact pricing and planning.